So what I'm about to show you will make you feel like a math wizard. It's the divisibility rules. Some of you guys may have already known them. Some of you guys might be learning them for the first time, and they are amazing. So the first one's like a duh. It's divisible by 2 if it's even. Okay, not so much wizardly. But this one, 423, is divisible by 3. Because if you add up the digits, you get 4 plus 2 plus 3, and that equals 9. And 9 is divisible by 3. So this wonky number right here, 423, is divisible by 3. Go ahead, check it on your calculator if you don't believe me. But that is pretty awesome. A number is divisible by 4 if it is even and can be divided by 2 twice. So if you take 128 and divide it in half, you get 64. And if you divide it in half again, you get 32. So since it can be divided in half evenly twice, you could have just started out by dividing 128 by 4 and gone directly to the 32. Pretty awesome, if you want to ask me. So I think we all know this one again. This one's kind of like a duh moment. But here it is. If it ends in a 5 or a 0, you know it's going to be divisible by 5. Pretty straightforward. A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. So we know it's even, so we know it's definitely divisible by 2, and 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Well, that sum is divisible by 3, so now we know it's divisible by both 2 and 3, so we know it's also divisible by 6. Pretty neat. This one right here is actually how I memorize my 9 facts. Is if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9, you know that the whole thing is divisible by 9. So 9 plus 2 is 11. 4 plus 3 is 7. 11 plus 7 is 18. So that means 9,243 is divisible by 9. Again, check it on the calculator if you don't believe me. And I think the 10 rule is another one of those that's like, duh. If it ends in 0, then it's divisible by 10. So let's check and see. 7 plus 3 is 10. So that means it's not divisible by 9. That means it's not divisible by, well, this one is divisible by 2, but it's not divisible by 3, so it's not divisible by 6. It is divisible by 5 because it ends in a 0. But that is the cool way to see if stuff is divisible. Notice there's not a shortcut for 7s. 7s just continue to be one of those things that you kind of just have to know, or just start and see if it's divisible by the other numbers, and you might end up with a 7 as your quotient. So let's look at a few together, and then I'm going to end the video. So let's look at 15. We can already go ahead and check off that it's divisible by 5 because it ends with a 5. So now let's check to see if it's divisible by 2. It's not, because it's not even. 5 plus 1 is 6. Is 6 divisible by 3? It is. So we also know that 15 is divisible by 3. It wasn't divisible by 2, so it's not going to be divisible by 6. Its sum is not divisible by 9, and it doesn't end in a 0, so it's not going to be divisible by 10. Let's do one more example. Let's hop down here to 57. 57 looks like it's going to be a prime number. We're going to talk about prime numbers in just in another video, but this one, 57. So it's not even. It's not going to be divisible by 2. 5 plus 7 is 12. Is 12 divisible by 3? Yes, so this awesome number is going to be divisible by 3. So let's do 57 divided by 3. What did you get? 3 goes into 5 one time. And then 3 goes into 27. So you get 19. So apparently 3 times 19 is 57. Who would have known? It's insane. Anyway, try to do the rest of these and verify the divisibility rules and feel like a math wizard.